we're diving into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Specifically, we're going to talk about a coin that many of you might have sitting in your pocket change right now, the 1973 D Mintmark Lincoln penny. You may be surprised to learn just how much these pennies can actually be worth in today's market. Could they be worth $1 million? Stick around as we uncover the shocking truth about the 1973 D penny. The 1973 Lincoln penny, with a D Mintmark, was minted at the Denver Mint, just like many other pennies produced that year. At first glance, it might seem like any other penny in your collection or spare change. After all, it's a common coin that circulated widely. But here's where it gets interesting. Not all 1973 D pennies are created equal. Some have unique characteristics that can make them extremely valuable to collectors. So, what makes these pennies worth so much money? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about the coin's condition. Coins in excellent condition are worth far more than those with wear and tear. A 1973 D penny in perfect or near perfect condition can fetch hundreds of dollars, possibly even thousands, depending on the grade. But that's not the only factor that contributes to its value. Some 1973 D pennies are believed to have been struck with unique errors, such as doubled dies or misaligned dies. These errors can make the coin incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. A doubled die, for example, means that the design of the coin was struck more than once, causing the image to appear blurry or doubled. This type of error creates a scarcity of the coin, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for one in good condition. Among the most valuable of these 1973 D pennies are those with a specific error known as a wide AM variety. If you closely examine the coin, you'll notice that the letters A and M in America on the reverse of the penny appear to be farther apart than on regular examples. This unique feature is highly prized by collectors, and a 1973 D wide AM penny in mint condition can be worth anywhere from hundreds to thousands of dollars. It's not just the error that matters, though. The rarity of the coin, combined with its condition and the specific type of error, can make a 1973 D penny worth far more than what you might expect. In fact, there have been reports of well-preserved 1973 D wide AM pennies selling for over $10,000 at auction. You might be wondering, how can you identify a 1973 D wide AM penny? It's actually pretty simple if you know what to look for. Grab your magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe and closely inspect the reverse of the penny, specifically the area where America is written. If the space between the A and the M looks unusually wide, you may be holding a rare and valuable wide AM variety. Make sure to compare your coin to a regular 1973 D penny to see the difference. The spacing on the regular coin will be much narrower than on the wide AM variety. It's a subtle but crucial detail for collectors looking to add rare coins to their collection. So, what kind of prices can you expect for these rare pennies? As mentioned earlier, a well-preserved 1973 D wide AM penny in mint condition can easily fetch several $1,000s at auction. But there's a catch. The demand for these coins continues to grow, and as more people become aware of their value, the prices could go even higher. For those who find a 1973 D wide AM penny in perfect condition, it's a potential goldmine. On the other hand, a regular 1973 D penny, even in excellent condition, may still be worth a few cents or a couple of dollars at most. If you happen to find a 1973 D penny with a wide AM error or other unique features, it's important to have the coin properly graded by a professional. The grade will determine its market value and give you a better idea of what you can expect to sell it for. You can sell your coin through reputable auction houses, coin dealers, or online marketplaces. Just make sure you're working with trusted professionals to get the best possible price for your rare find. To sum it up, the 1973 D Mintmark Lincoln penny could potentially be worth thousands, or even millions, depending on the specific errors it has and its condition. While most 1973 D pennies are worth just a few cents, the rare varieties with errors like the wide AM variety are highly valuable and continue to attract collectors from all over the world. So, next time you come across a 1973 D penny, take a closer look. You might just have a hidden treasure worth a lot more than you think. Remember to subscribe to our channel for more coin tips, and don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful. We're going to dive deep into one of the most exciting and rare finds in the world of numismatics, the 1989 no-min-mark Lincoln penny. You won't believe the potential value of these coins. Some have been known to fetch millions of dollars in the market. So if you're someone who loves coins or is just getting started in the hobby, you're going to want to stick around for this one. Let's get into it. To start things off, let's quickly review what exactly a no-min-mark penny is. The U.S. Mint usually places a mint mark on coins to indicate where they were produced. In most cases, you'll see a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco, but sometimes, a coin will have no mint mark at all. In 1989, most of the Lincoln pennies were made at the Philadelphia Mint, and typically, they have a small P mint mark. However, some 1989 pennies were struck without any mint mark at all. These are the ones we're talking about today. You might be wondering, why is this particular penny worth so much money? It all comes down to rarity and demand. While most 1989 pennies are common and worth only a few cents, the 1989 no-mint-mark Lincoln penny is an anomaly, and that's where the magic happens. Coins that deviate from the usual production patterns, such as this one, can become highly sought after by collectors. These rare no-mint-mark pennies are not easy to find, which immediately increases their value. As coin collectors continue to search through their loose change or coin collections, finding a genuine 1989 no-mint-mark Lincoln penny is like striking gold. Now for the part you've all been waiting for. How much is the 1989 no-mint-mark Lincoln penny really worth? Well, here's the thing, the value depends on a few factors. Condition is one of the most important elements. A penny that has been well preserved, free from heavy wear and tear, and still shows clear details can fetch much more than a worn-out one. For the most part, the value of an average 1989 no-mint-mark penny might only be a few $100s. However, in exceptional condition, particularly coins that grade at MS-65 or higher, these pennies can sell for thousands. In fact, a few lucky collectors have sold them for well over $100,000. Now hold on to your seat, because here's where it gets really interesting. The absolute rarest and highest quality examples of the 1989 no-mint-mark Lincoln penny have been known to sell for a staggering price, over $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. These rare pennies can potentially be worth millions if you have a high-quality specimen and the right buyer. That's a huge deal for something as simple as a penny. You might be wondering how to identify if you have a 1989 no-mint-mark Lincoln penny. Here are a few tips for determining if you've got a valuable find. The first thing to do is check the date of the penny. You're looking for 1989, and of course, no mint mark at all. If there's a PD or S, it's not the one you're looking for. Sometimes these pennies also come with minting errors like a double die, which can increase their value even more. If you notice a blurry or doubled image of the date, or Lincoln's portrait, you might have an error coin. A well-preserved penny, one with little to no wear, will fetch much higher prices than a damaged one. Coins that are graded at MS-65 or better are the most valuable. If you think you have a rare 1989 no-mint-mark Lincoln penny, the next step is to get it appraised by a professional coin dealer or have it graded by an official grading service like PCGS or NGC. Over the years, there have been a number of success stories where lucky collectors stumbled upon a 1989 no-mint-mark penny and sold it for life-changing amounts of money. One of the most famous cases involved a coin that was sold for over $1.7 million at an auction. Can you imagine finding something worth that much? It's an incredible reminder of the value that can be hidden in something as simple as a penny. To wrap things up, the 1989 no-mint-mark Lincoln penny is a true hidden treasure for coin collectors. While not all of them are worth millions, the possibility of finding one that could be worth a fortune is what makes this coin so fascinating. If you're into coin collecting, always keep an eye out for that rare 1989 penny without a mint mark. Who knows? You might just be sitting on a gold mine. Thanks for watching today's video. If you found this information helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more coin-related content. Also, If you have any questions or want to share your own experiences with rare coins, leave a comment down below. We'll be diving into a coin that might be hiding in your pocket change, the 2017 Mint Mark Lincoln penny. But is this penny really worth millions of dollars, as some claim? Stick around as we explore the value of these coins in today's market, and how you can tell if you have one that could be worth a fortune. Before we get into the specifics of the 2017 Mint Mark Lincoln penny, let's first talk about what makes this coin unique. For the first time in U.S. history, the Mint added the Mint Mark to pennies in 2017. This marked a significant change because, up until then, pennies never had the Mint Mark, which is typically used on other coins like dimes and quarters that are produced in Philadelphia. This was a special occasion for coin collectors, as it's a rare occurrence. So, if you happen to find a 2017 penny with the Mint Mark, you've got something that stands out among other pennies. But is it worth a lot of money? That's the real question. In general, a 2017 penny is worth its face value of 1 cent when found in circulation. After all, it's still just a penny, right? But here's where things get interesting. Some collectors have started noticing that certain 2017 pennies, especially those in exceptional condition, have sold for much more than their face value. A regular, worn-out 2017 penny might only be worth a few cents over face value. However, if you happen to find one in perfect condition, like a mint state or uncirculated penny, it can be worth more to collectors, particularly those who specialize in rare mint errors. Let's take a moment to talk about error coins. Error coins happen when there's a mistake during the minting process, and they can be worth a lot more than regular coins. For example, a 2017 penny with a misstrike, double die, or some other minting error could fetch a significantly higher price at auction. Some error coins can even sell for thousands, or in rare cases, millions of dollars. Now, most 2017 pennies that you find in your change aren't going to be worth millions, but there's still a possibility that you might come across one with an error. So, let's look at some common types of errors that could increase the value of your 2017 penny. This occurs when the die used to stamp the image onto the coin is misaligned, causing the design to appear twice. A double die 2017 penny could be worth several $100s if it's in great condition. This happens when the penny is not properly aligned during the minting process, leading to an off-center design. A 2017 penny with an off-center strike could be worth hundreds to thousands of dollars depending on how severe the misalignment is. Over time, the dies used to stamp coins can develop cracks. If these cracks show up on your 2017 penny, it could be worth more to collectors looking for interesting die marks. A clipped planchet occurs when the blank metal disc used to create the coin is accidentally cut during the production process. These types of errors are rarer, but they can be worth a significant amount. While these errors are not common, if you spot one on your 2017 penny, you could have a valuable collector's item on your hands. If your penny looks uncirculated and has a minting error, make sure to take a closer look and consider getting it appraised by a professional. Now that we know what to look for, how can you check the value of your 2017 penny? Here are some tips. Look for any signs of wear or damage. Coins in uncirculated or mint condition are worth far more than those that have been worn down from years of circulation. Carefully examine your penny for any of the errors we just discussed, like double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks. If you spot an error, it's time to research further. If you think your penny might be worth something, consider taking it to a coin dealer or numismatist for an official appraisal. They can give you a more accurate estimate of its value based on its condition and rarity. Take a look at auction sites like eBay to see what similar 2017 pennies are selling for. Keep in mind that the value of these coins can fluctuate depending on demand and rarity, so prices can vary. In conclusion, while the 2017 Mint Mark Lincoln penny is an important coin in the history of U.S. minting, it is not worth millions unless you're lucky enough to find one with a rare mint error. For most people, these pennies will be worth no more than a few cents over their face value. However, if you're an avid collector or just happen to find a 2017 penny with an error, it could be worth significantly more. So, The next time you come across a 2017p penny in your change, take a moment to check it out. You never know, you might just be holding on to a rare coin that's worth more than you think. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more coin-related content. Have you found a 2017p penny with an error? We're diving into one of the most exciting topics for collectors, the 2020 Mintmark Lincoln penny. Could this coin really be worth $1 million? Well, stick around because we're going to explore just how valuable this coin could be, what makes it so special, and why it's attracting so much attention in the market. Let's start with the basics. The 2020 Mintmark Lincoln penny is a regular circulation coin that was produced by the US Mint, just like the millions of other pennies minted every year. But the question is, what makes this one so valuable? First, let's talk about the design. The 2020 penny features the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which has been a staple of the penny since the 1950s. On the obverse, we see the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, our 16th president. Nothing too out of the ordinary, right? Well, here's where things get interesting. While the 2020 penny may look like any other circulating coin at first glance, there's been some interesting speculation and reports in the coin collecting community. Some 2020 pennies have been found to have unusual errors or features that could drive up their value. These errors are what collectors are most excited about. For example, some of the 2020 pennies have been reported with doubled dies, where certain details, like parts of Lincoln's beard or the word Liberty, appear more than once due to a flaw in the minting process. Other coins have been found with unusual wear or discoloration that make them stand out from the rest. Now, you might be thinking, okay, that sounds interesting, but does that mean my 2020 penny is worth a fortune? The truth is, the vast majority of these coins aren't worth more than face value. However, certain error coins and rare finds have been known to fetch much higher prices, with some going for hundreds, even thousands of dollars at auctions. In fact, there have been reports of certain rare 2020 pennies being sold for tens of thousands of dollars at auction. And yes, while it's extremely rare, there are stories of certain pennies, with the right error or condition, possibly being worth millions. But here's the catch: these million-dollar finds are incredibly rare. We're talking about pennies with extremely unique errors that are almost impossible to find, even if you go through thousands of 2020 pennies. So, while it's possible for a 2020 penny to reach a high value, it's not something you should expect from every coin. So, what should you be looking for in your 2020 pennies? First, check for any obvious errors like doubled dies, misprints, or unusual marks. You'll also want to check the condition of the coin. Coins in mint condition, with minimal wear, will always be worth more than those that have been heavily circulated. You can also look for pennies that have been graded by professional coin grading companies. Coins that are graded higher, like MS-67 or higher, tend to have a higher market value. If you do find a rare or error coin, consider getting it professionally graded to determine its value. If you do discover that you have a rare 2020 penny, getting it professionally graded is key. Professional graders will evaluate the condition of the coin, its errors, and provide a grade that can significantly increase its value in the market. It's like getting a stamp of approval for your coin that assures potential buyers it's the real deal. In the end, while a 2020 Mintmark Lincoln penny might not be worth $1 million to everyone, it's still a coin that can hold some serious value for collectors who know what they're looking for. If you're into coin collecting, it's always a good idea to keep an eye out for these rarer finds, and who knows? You could end up with something that's worth more than just pocket change. Thanks for watching today's video. If you've ever found a rare or valuable coin, or if you're planning to start looking through your pennies, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos on coins, collectibles, and all things numismatic. We're going to talk about a very special coin that could be sitting right in your pocket or your collection, the 2000 Mintmark Lincoln penny. Now, you may think that pennies are just small, insignificant coins, but believe me when I say some of them can be worth a fortune. That's right, there are certain rare pennies that have skyrocketed in value, and the 2000 no-mint-mark Lincoln penny is one of the most interesting ones. Stay tuned as we dive deep into what makes this penny so valuable and how you can find out if you have one of these million-dollar coins in your possession. Let's start with some basics. The Lincoln penny, which has been in circulation since 1909, is one of the most common and well-known coins in the United States. The coin features President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. It's a simple, familiar design, right? But what makes the 2000 no-mint-mark penny stand out from the thousands of regular pennies out there? The first thing to know is that all regular pennies produced by the U.S. Mint have a mint mark on them, which tells you where they were made. In most years, pennies have a mint mark like D for Denver or S for San Francisco. But here's where things get interesting. In the year 2000, something strange happened. A batch of pennies was struck without any mint mark, and this is where the rarity and value come in. Normally, you'd expect to see a mint mark on pennies produced in the Denver and San Francisco mints, but in 2000, a small number of pennies were accidentally struck without a mint mark at all. These coins were primarily made in the Philadelphia Mint, but some of them didn't have the expected P mint mark, which led to their rarity. Now, you might be asking, why is this penny worth so much money? Well, the 2000 no mint mark Lincoln penny is extremely rare, and rare coins are always highly sought after by collectors. The lack of a mint mark on these pennies makes them a highly unusual era coin, and era coins are often the most valuable in the world of numismatics. Because the era was so unusual, collectors began noticing that these pennies weren't like the rest, and over time, the demand for them grew. As more and more people realized the potential value of the 2000 no mint mark Lincoln penny, prices started to rise. Now, it's important to note that not all 2000 no mint mark pennies are worth a fortune. The value of these coins depends on their condition and the rarity of the specific coin. In perfect, uncirculated condition, a 2000 no mint mark penny can fetch thousands of dollars. Some of these rare pennies have sold at auctions for tens of thousands of dollars, and a few have even reached the $1 million mark. So, how can you tell if you have a 2000 no mint mark Lincoln penny? Well, it's actually quite simple. First, check the date of the coin. If it's a 2000 penny, then you're already halfway there. Next, flip the penny over and look for the mint mark. If you don't see any mint mark at all, then you could have a rare era coin. Be sure to inspect the penny closely under good lighting. Also, keep an eye on the coin's condition. The more pristine the coin, the more valuable it will be. Coins that are uncirculated, meaning they've never been used in daily transactions, are worth significantly more than those that have been heavily worn or damaged. You're probably wondering by now, how much is my 2000 no mint mark Lincoln penny really worth? Well, the value can range widely depending on the coin's grade. A well-worn penny may only be worth a few dollars, but a coin in near-perfect condition could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Some of the highest-graded 2000 no mint mark pennies have been sold for over $100,000 at auction. And in some rare cases, coins that are in near-mint condition have been valued at over $1 million. These sales are rare, but they demonstrate just how much a penny, a simple penny, can be worth if it's a rare and valuable era coin. If you think you've found one of these rare coins in your collection, you might be wondering how to go about selling it. The first step is to get it appraised by a professional numismatist. They can assess the coin's condition, authenticity, and value. You can find reputable dealers or auction houses that specialize in rare coins. It's also important to remember that the condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. Coins with high-grade ratings, such as MS65 or higher, are the most valuable. So, if your penny is in excellent shape, don't rush to sell it before getting it properly appraised. If you do have a valuable coin like the 2000 no mint mark Lincoln penny, it's important to take good care of it. Store your pennies in a safe, dry place, away from moisture and extreme temperatures. Consider using a coin holder or case to protect it from handling, dirt, and damage. This will help preserve its condition and ensure it retains its value over time. So, there you have it. The 2000 no mint mark Lincoln penny is a true rarity in the world of coin collecting, and it could be worth a lot of money, potentially even millions of dollars. If you have one in your collection, take the time to check it out and you could be holding onto a small piece of history. Remember, when it comes to rare coins, it's all about rarity, condition, and demand. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone who loves learning about the fascinating world of coins, keep your eyes peeled for those hidden gems. You never know when a simple penny could turn into a fortune. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on our future coin hunting adventures. We're diving into an exciting topic that could change the way you look at your spare change. We're talking about the 2018 Mint Lincoln Penny, a coin that might be sitting in your pocket right now and could be worth a lot more than you think, potentially millions of dollars. So stick around as we explore why these pennies are so valuable and what makes them such a hot commodity in the world of numismatics. Before we jump into the specifics of the 2018 Mint Lincoln Penny, let's do a quick review of the Lincoln Penny in general. The Lincoln Penny has been a staple in American currency since its introduction in 1909. Featuring the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, it has been one of the most beloved and collected coins in U.S. history. Each penny, regardless of its year, is made of copper and has a diameter of 19 millimeters, weighing 2.5 grams. But it's not just any penny we're focusing on today. The 2018 Mint Lincoln Penny is special. So, what makes this specific coin so valuable? In 2018, the U.S. Mint struck billions of pennies, but the coins minted at the Denver Mint, those marked with a D, are the ones we'll be talking about today. Unlike other pennies from previous years, the 2018 Mint pennies feature a distinct combination of features and potential errors that make them highly collectible. You might be wondering, why would a modern penny be worth millions? Well, the value doesn't lie in just any 2018 penny. It's the rare errors, misprints, and unique characteristics that can skyrocket their worth. Now, let's talk about what makes these 2018 Mint pennies so valuable. The key here is rarity, error coins, and demand. While most 2018 pennies are worth just 1 cent, a small number of these coins were minted with errors, such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, and even improperly struck features. These error coins are the ones that can fetch huge prices at auction. For example, there have been reports of 2018 pennies with doubling on the date, or the words, Liberty, and In God We Trust. These doubled die errors occur when the coin die is misaligned, creating a doubled image on the coin. A doubled die error on a 2018 penny could potentially be worth thousands of dollars, especially if it's in good condition. So, how do you know if you have a valuable 2018 penny on your hands? The first thing to do is check for obvious signs of errors. Look closely at the date and inscription on the coin. If you notice any doubling, particularly on the 2018, or the phrase, In God We Trust, that's a potential sign of a valuable error coin. Next, inspect the overall condition of the penny. Coins that are well preserved, with minimal wear and tear, will naturally command higher prices. The more pristine the coin, the more valuable it is to collectors. For error coins, even minor flaws or imperfections can sometimes increase their value, so don't overlook any small details. The 2018 Mint penny isn't the only coin to look out for. Other Lincoln pennies, especially those from the 1909 to 1950s, have also been found with minting errors that have caused them to skyrocket in value. So, if you're a coin collector or just someone who loves to check through spare change, it's worth your time to look for these rarities. If you find a 2018 penny with a doubled die, off-center strike, or any other error, it could potentially fetch anywhere from hundreds to thousands of dollars, depending on the condition and rarity of the mistake. And in some extreme cases, a unique error coin might be worth even more. Some coins, after being authenticated by professional grading services, have been sold for millions of dollars at auctions. If you think you've found a valuable 2018 Mint penny, or any other rare coin, you might be wondering how to sell it for the best price. The best course of action is to have the coin professionally graded by a trusted grading service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. A professional grade will help establish the coin's authenticity and condition, which can significantly increase its value. Once your coin is graded, you can sell it at a coin auction, to a reputable dealer, or even online through coin marketplaces. Just be sure to do your research and work with trusted professionals to ensure you get the best value for your rare coin. In conclusion, the 2018 D Mintmark Lincoln Penny is one of those coins that could be hiding in your pocket right now, ready to bring you a small fortune, or even $1 million, if it has the right error or feature. While most 2018 D pennies are just worth 1 cent, those with mistakes or unique characteristics are a goldmine for collectors. So, next time you get a penny in your change, take a closer look. You never know what hidden treasure might be inside. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more valuable coin tips and tricks. And remember, keep your eyes peeled for those rare finds. We're diving into something incredibly exciting for all coin collectors, investors, and enthusiasts out there. We're talking about a specific coin that may just be sitting in your pocket, possibly worth a fortune. That's right, the 1988 No Mintmark Lincoln Penny. In this video, we're going to explore the fascinating story behind this rare coin, why it's so valuable, and what you need to know to identify it. So stay tuned. First things first, let's break down what makes the 1988 Lincoln Penny so special. Now you might be wondering, what's so different about the 1988 penny? Well, most pennies from this year are pretty standard, but there's one major difference that can make them worth a lot of money: the mint mark. The United States Mint usually adds a mint mark to coins to show where they were produced. Normally, pennies have a mint mark that says either D for Denver or S for San Francisco. But in 1988, something unusual happened. Some Lincoln pennies were released without any mint mark at all, and that's what we're looking for today. The 1988 penny without a mint mark is a coin that didn't belong to the usual production process, which makes it very rare. At first glance, it might look like just another penny, but in the right condition, this coin could be worth a substantial amount of money, and we're talking about potentially millions of dollars. In the coin world, rarity equals value. When a coin is produced in fewer numbers than expected, it becomes more valuable. The 1988 No Mintmark penny didn't come from any of the regular mints in the US system, making it incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. Coins with such anomalies are rare enough to be worth a premium in the market. So, how can you tell if you have one of these $1 million coins? It's actually quite simple. All you need to do is check the date and the lack of a mint mark. The mint mark is usually located just beneath the date on the front of the penny. If your penny says 1988 and doesn't have a D or S beneath the date, you may have found one of these elusive coins. Be sure to inspect it closely to confirm there's no mint mark. But remember, just because you have a 1988 penny without a mint mark doesn't automatically mean it's worth a fortune. The condition of the coin is crucial. A penny that's been heavily worn, scratched, or damaged will likely be worth far less than a coin that is in mint or near mint condition. So, before you get too excited, make sure your coin is in the best shape possible. The next big factor that will affect the value of your 1988 No Mintmark penny is its grade. Coin grading is a system used to determine the condition of a coin, and it ranges from poor condition to perfect, uncirculated condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. For your 1988 No Mintmark penny to reach the $1 million mark, it would need to be in nearly perfect condition. This would mean minimal wear, sharp details, and a clean surface with no significant scratches or discoloration. Even slight imperfections can reduce the value of the coin, so if you think you have one of these rare pennies, it's worth getting it professionally graded. Now, let's get into the fun part. How much is a 1988 No Mintmark Lincoln penny actually worth? While most 1988 pennies are worth only 1 cent, a 1988 No Mintmark penny in mint condition can fetch anywhere from a few $1,000s to upwards of $1 million at auction. It's important to keep in mind that these coins are extremely rare and the prices can fluctuate based on demand, rarity, and the condition of the coin. In some cases, there have been reports of 1988 No Mintmark pennies selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars, especially when they are graded at the highest levels. The most well-known sale of a 1988 no-mint penny reached close to $1 million, a jaw-dropping amount for a coin that started out as just 1 cent. If you think you've found a 1988 no-mint penny, your next step is to have it professionally appraised. Take it to a reputable coin dealer or a professional grading service. They'll be able to assess the condition of the coin, determine its grade, and give you an estimate of its value in the current market. You can also consider selling your coin at an auction, where collectors and investors are always looking for rare pieces like this. Just keep in mind that finding a buyer willing to pay top dollar for a rare penny will take time, and you'll want to work with experts who can help you maximize the value of your coin. So, there you have it. The 1988 no-mint Lincoln penny is not just a curiosity. It's a coin that could potentially make you a millionaire. If you have one of these rare coins in your collection, or if you come across one while checking through your spare change, remember to take good care of it and get it appraised. Coin collecting is an exciting hobby, and rare coins like the 1988 no-mint penny show just how valuable these seemingly ordinary pieces of history can become. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more coin collecting tips, tricks, and news. Who knows, your next coin might be worth a small fortune. We're diving into something that could change the way you look at your pocket change forever. Have you ever wondered if that simple 2017 mint Lincoln penny you found in your spare change could be worth a fortune? Could it really be worth millions of dollars? Stick around as we explore the fascinating world of rare pennies and their value in today's market. Let's start by understanding the basics. The 2017 mint Lincoln penny, like all pennies, is made of copper-plated zinc and features the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, or front, with the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But did you know that not all pennies are created equal? While most of these pennies are worth just 1 cent, certain coins can be worth a lot more. In fact, some of them are worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars. But how does a regular 2017 Lincoln penny make its way into the realm of valuable coins? Let's break it down. To understand if your 2017 mint penny could be worth more than just its face value, we'll first, let's talk about the D mint mark. The D stands for the Denver Mint, where this penny was produced. Normally, pennies from the Denver Mint are not considered particularly rare. However, errors in the minting process can make these coins stand out and increase their value. In the case of the 2017 D penny, some very rare and valuable errors have been spotted. These include things like double strikes, off-center strikes, and even missing elements in the design. Pennies with these kinds of mistakes can fetch surprising amounts, sometimes reaching into the thousands of dollars. One of the most valuable 2017 D mint pennies ever found was an error penny that sold for over $100,000 at auction. But wait, there's more. There have even been rumors of certain 2017 D pennies selling for close to $1 million. Though these cases are extremely rare and often require very specific and unique errors. How can you know if your 2017 D penny is worth something special? Here's what you need to look for. Examine your coin carefully for any unusual markings or irregularities. Sometimes, even tiny mistakes in the minting process can lead to huge increases in value. Look for double die errors, which occur when a coin is struck twice by the same die. This can cause the design to appear blurry or overlapped. Also, check for any off-center strikes, where the design isn't properly aligned, or missing details from the reverse design. Condition is also a big factor. Coins that are in mint condition, with no wear and tear, are more likely to fetch higher prices. But even if your penny has some wear, if it has a rare error, it could still be worth a pretty penny. Another thing to keep in mind is how the coin market works. Coins with mint errors are highly sought after by collectors, and they often sell at auctions or through online platforms. Some collectors specialize in finding rare and valuable pennies, while others may not even realize they have a hidden treasure in their pocket. Remember, finding $1 million penny is extremely rare, but it does happen. So, the next time you come across a 2017 D mint Lincoln penny, take a moment to check it over carefully. You might be holding on to something much more valuable than you think. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more coin tips and tricks. Have you ever found a valuable penny?